How are you all? Hope all are staying home safely and enjoying this quarantine time with their loved ones. And they're doing lots of fun filled activities also. So, we also plan to spend some time with you all through art. So, let's start learning some different techniques of pencil shading. So, pencil shading is a medium which we can use to draw. Here are the 5 different techniques of pencil shading. First is hatching, cross hatching, stippling, rendering and scribbling. It starts with first technique of pencil shading, that is called hatching. Hatching is a technique where we can use the parallel lines all together to do some dark and light shades in the painting. So first, let's start. What all things we require to do this activity? We need different kind of shading pencils, one A4 size paper. Let's start. So first we are going to learn the technique called hatching. So what is hatching? So in this technique, we are going to draw lines parallel to each other by putting a pressure and releasing the pressure. Where we want to show dark means depth, where we have to put pressure, and where we are using light technique, there we have to release the pressure. So now I'm using some light effect in this. For that, as I told you, we need less pressure on our hand to show light. So now I'm keep on repeating the parallel lines all together by overlapping to show some effects. Okay. So this technique is very easy to use in the painting and drawing. So when we are doing some pencil shading techniques to make some paintings, so we can use this technique and it will look very beautiful on your painting. So basically we use these techniques to show some depth, light, shadow. So with this technique we can paint, we can shade with pencil. The next technique is cross hatching. As we have learned hatching, so this is the next technique, cross hatching. As this is showing in his name, cross hatching. So cross means we need to cross the lines from any direction. So first we can draw lines like this. The same rule will be followed. Put pressure and release the pressure. Now cross. So lines can be come from any direction to show crisscross. So here I wanted to show depth, so I'm putting and overlapping so many lines all together, so it is showing the depth. And where I wanted to show light, there I will put less lines to show light. So as you can see, the lines are getting crossed. So the lines can come from any direction. There is no particular direction. The line can come from there. It can come from anywhere. So this is called cross hatching. This basically used to shade the trees, objects and stones if we are drawing some landscapes or any object drawing. So this technique is easy to use and it looks very beautiful when it will be apply in your artwork. So the next technique is stippling technique. Stippling itself is dots, so it's very time consuming, but when it's done, it's look very beautiful and realistic. Basically, the stippling technique used to create some portraits and some objects. So now we can see how we can create this effect. So first we need to draw. So we start putting up the dots all together by the thick lead pencil. You can use the mechanical pencil as well. So we will follow the same rule in this as well. Like where we want to show depth, there we can put dots very dense. We can overlap also. As you can see the variation in shades, where I have put lot of dots all together by overlapping, the depth is showing, and where I am putting dots little far from each other, the lightness is visible. So the next technique after stippling is called rendering. So rendering is also very easy and very beautiful technique of shading to show some realistic effect. We only need to move our hand like this. First we use very light shade, and as we have followed the rule for the other techniques like putting pressure and releasing the pressure to show light and dark. See, if you will put pressure, then it will become dark, and where you release the pressure, it become light. And one basic rule should be followed. The pressure on your hand will be the same till the end. Now I'm slowly putting up more pressure to make it more dark. And here I'm releasing the pressure to show the lighter tone. Mind that there should not be the difference in between these shades. It should be look, the one shade is coming out from the other one. So it happens when the pressure is not equal all the time while moving your hand. Keep that in your mind. Direction should be the same. Don't change the direction of shading. Come to the next. So the next technique is scribbling. As is visible with the name, you all know what is the meaning of scribbling. Scribbling is very easy and it's fun to do, as we used to do scribbling everywhere whenever we get time or when we are confused, like this. So usually when people are talking on phone, they keep on moving their pens like this, and as we follow every technique, that putting pressure or less pressure. So where I am putting more pressure, you can see the darkness, and where I am putting less pressure, there will be a light tone. This effect also gives a very beautiful effect on the painting. When we use this technique, we can use this technique in landscapes, object drawing, and as you like to do in other painting styles. I am enjoying doing this. So hope you will be also enjoying doing this technique. I must say one thing, if you have any other technique to do, if you have invented any other technique of shading, that also you can use in your painting. So now slowly I'm going to put some more dark. It means I'm putting more pressure. So you have seen all 5 different shading techniques. So hope you have enjoyed this class. But don't forget to practice this all. See you. Bye.